I see the world as a twisted society where the rich stay rich unless they mess up their wage, and the broke stay broke because they stuck in their ways. But as for me, I can change my life from the things I write. I lay in the right, I'm looking at my hands in spite. Devilish acts to get to these stacks of things in my raps, do everything but filling out apps and praying and ask. And I can't remember the last. I was living too fast, I ain't remember the fast. I hope I don't have to give my life for the Lord to forgive my life. Darkest night, I'm trying to live in the light.
Dole Foods, D-O-L-E. Anybody know what Dole Foods is?
Candy fruit.
Exactly.
The challenges while finding a job while on probation is hard because I have a felony. So most jobs, if you have a felony, you are excluded from a lot of different jobs. But this program helps you to figure out ways to work around having a felony but still being able to get the job that you want.
The hard part is when you do a background check at the job and they find out you got a felony.
I think it depends on the person.
Now they don't take no felons. So now you gotta look for a job that do hire felons.
If they're ready to be employed or they think like they're ready to change, then you'll start seeing it in the way they dress for interviews and the way they prepare for interviews and the type of interviews they go on.
And I'm tired of jail.
I like when you bring people through. And, what's the boy named Jimmy the Saint? He was cool too. I was there for him. He was cool too.
And I got hit with a stretch. You know what I'm saying? A serious stretch. You know what I'm saying? They gave me 10 years. I did 9 off the 10. I mean, I did 9 off the 10, but I was in there writing books, staying off the way.
You should do that more often, though. Like bring people in that's doing something with themselves. I mean, let them come here and talk to us.
I got locked up. Kevin Hart was behind me. Now he's in front of me. Kevin Hart get $500,000 a show. Over. Never coming home. Never coming. It's over. He's the real Black Hollywood.
I'm learning stuff that I really didn't know about, how to get a job. I didn't know about, propaganda. I didn't know none of that before I came here.
I'm not gonna hold my tongue. It's a bomb-ass program, you know. We got KeithFromUpDaBlock in here, bringing people from out in the streets. Don't got in trouble like we did, but they making somebody sell.
If I can get the partners to think about branding, to understand advertising and to understand marketing, then they can understand how to sell themselves better or present themselves as a premium brand. They can make themselves that Mercedes-Benz, that Bentley, that Bugatti, so that when they're presenting themselves to employers or they're presenting themselves to the world or even to their family, they are a premium brand. They are an object that people are proud to be associated with. And I think that's the key to finding employment and also finding success, health, and wealth.
Teen pregnancy is a big problem in Philly, and it's becoming bigger every day.
That says that 4 out of every 10 women will become pregnant and have at least 1 child before the age of 20.
Every single hour, 100 teens get pregnant and 55 give birth.
2/3 of the fathers in teenage pregnancies are teenagers themselves. I was one of them.
We all need to educate ourselves. For more information, go to advocateforyouth.org.
We had a conversation a couple weeks ago in the morning class. Some people was here, some people wasn't here. About prison.
This is the one class. Learn about resumes, job applications, like what you'll need to survive on a daily basis, stuff like that. Income,
YVRP program stands for the Youth Violence Reduction Partnership. They're young adults in between the ages of 18 and 24 that are currently on probation and or parole. And they come here for different workshops that PAAN has to offer throughout the city of Philadelphia. The workshop that I facilitate is the job readiness and life skills. That detrimental age of 18 through 24, most of our people are either dead or have long, lengthy prison sentences, if not a life sentence. So what this organization do is they work with guys in between the ages of 18 and 24 and try to change their mindset. I like to touch on a lot, the fact of what goes on in our community. And a lot of these life skills can be taken on a job. How to utilize active listening skills, the application process, how to prepare for a job interview, how to clean up your social media.
They're gonna go and look at your social media anyway. They're gonna look at your Facebook, they're gonna look at your Twitter, they're gonna see what you look like already. So if once you get that lined up, right, that support the video resume, it all lines up. So it's an excellent tool to introduce yourself to the employer and then them to glean some things about your personality.
Me and Dewan are like yin and yang, and we're in the same building. We're opposite ends of the spectrum, and they need both of those. They need the part where I get them to open up and to talk about things that they're familiar with, and then they need the other part where they're getting the discipline and they're getting the hardcore rules and facts and theories of what you have to do to get a job. Because if they can use both of them, they'll be very well-rounded. And for a lot of them, to tell you the truth, they're not going to go to college or higher education. So for them, coming here and getting the intelligence and the information that they're getting is priceless. Like, we just did 2 PSAs. We did one for bullying and one for teen pregnancy. As a felon, when you go in and you put down that you have a felony, they're going to look up your background, but they're also going to check your social media and see what it is you're doing. When they check these youth partners, they're going to see that they wrote and produced a PSA about teen pregnancy and bullying. I'm not saying that that's going to make a potential employer totally turn around and say, I'm going to hire you, but it gives them a better chance. So when they check their Facebook, they see that they're actively involved in something dealing with audio and video that's a positive message that also shares information like stopbullying.gov or youthadvocates.org or PAAN1989.org. This isn't giving them a textbook, this is them actually doing.
58% of young Americans are getting bullied online and in person every day.
En los Estados Unidos hay un 58% de niños y jóvenes adultos que han sido maltratados emocionalmente.
People who are bullied have a hard time defending themselves.
Victims of bullying are 9 times more likely to attempt suicide.
If you're being bullied, tell someone. There's people around you willing to help.
For more information,
Para más información,
go to stopbullying.gov.
vaya a paraelabuso.gov.
they're here to help.
Estamos aquí para ayudar.
This is Guillermo. Guillermo went on a job interview today.
Okay. You told me yesterday about it.
Right. Got a job.
Congratulations, man.
Absolutely.
They said no because of my felony. They said if it wasn't misdemeanor, I wouldn't be able to be still doing the training.
Today I went on an interview for RGIS, is an inventory company that travel from state to state, and take inventory at Home Depots, Victoria's Secrets, but mostly warehouse companies, and I got the job.
At this point right now, I don't know.
If you don't get the job the first time or a job that you wanted, just keep applying for apps, keep going off of jobs, and you'll get one.
I'm gonna see about another job if I could get it or not.
Well, I just got hired at Checkers. You know, I qualified for the position available. I made out good at the job interview. I used my credentials, you know, being ready, on point, on time. I guess, you know, how to express myself, the eye contact, you know, looking good at, always being on point. Every detail, you know, everything they was talking about, I gave them the answer, and I guess, you know, I made out good at the interview. Thanks to, again, Mr. Keith and Mr. Dewan.
All right, congratulations, man. Congratulations. Even if we could just save one, even if it's only 1 out of 100, our job is done. You know, and actually it was more than one. A couple of our guys went out on job interviews and showed success, but it shows myself personally that what we're teaching and what we're training on is working. It's actually working, and that's what it's about, results. It's about providing a platform and making it something other than just having a conversation, getting up and waiting on a check every other Friday. So, you know, it's a jump for joy.
I see the world as a twisted society where the rich stay rich unless they mess up their wage, and the broke stay broke because they stuck in their ways. But as for me, I can change my life from the things I write. I lay in the right. I'm looking at my hands in spite. Devilish acts to get to these stacks of things in my reps. Do everything but filling out apps and praying and ask. Damn, I can't remember the last. I was living too fast. I ain't remember the fast. I hope I don't have to give my life for Allah to forgive my life. Darkest night, I'm trying to live in the light.